Okay, hold on to your teacups, because what just happened in the royal family? Whew, it's giving full-on soap opera with a crown. Something snapped in King Charles, like really snapped. And poor Prince Harry? He just got hit with a royal freeze-out that even Meghan Markle couldn't have taught better. You know it's bad when your own father goes full ghost mode on you. Not behind closed palace doors, no, this was straight up public. Picture this, grand royal banquet at Windsor Castle, glittering chandeliers, foreign dignitaries, the French president Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte all dressed to the nines, state cameras flashing, everyone seated, champagne poured. Then Charles stands up, gives this heartfelt, poetic tribute, and it's all for William. Just William. Harry? Not even a crumb. Nada. Zilch. It was like he never existed. Now you might be thinking, maybe it was just an oversight? But girl, no. This is not the first time Harry has been left out like a misplaced napkin. Just last week on Armed Forces Day, a day to honor British soldiers. Hello? Charles praised his own service, gave William his well-earned spotlight, even threw in a touching nod to the late Prince Philip. But Harry? The same Harry who served 2 tours in Afghanistan? The most battle-worn royal of his generation? Crickets. Not a whisper. Wiped from history like a bad TikTok trend. But wait, it gets colder. Same thing again at that lavish Windsor dinner. Charles tied William's name to the Norman Duke who literally built Windsor Castle. Talk about symbolism. William is clearly being painted as the future king, the golden boy, the monarch in training. And Harry's name wasn't just missing, it was deliberately erased. Not even a diplomatic, both my sons. Nope, just the royal equivalent of read and ignored. And let me tell you, this wasn't a passive-aggressive oopsie. This was intentional. This was a statement. Charles didn't trip up. He stood there straight-backed and suited and said, "This is my son. I have one. His name is William." Y'all, this is next level. This isn't just some crown-wearing dad being petty. This is a full-blown strategic move. Chess, not checkers. Every speech, every photo op, every word in the monarchy is deliberate. When one son gets the golden crown emoji and the other gets left unread by the royal court, that's not silence. That's strategy. And here's the kicker, the plot twist you didn't see coming. King Charles is taking ghosting lessons straight out of Meghan's playbook. Oh yes, sis, let's not pretend Meghan doesn't have a PhD in ghosting. She's cut off her dad, her half-siblings, Victoria Beckham, even Piers Morgan after he helped her with the British media. Talk about savage. One day you're sipping tea with her, next day you're blocked on everything. Classic Megs. And now, King Charles is channeling that exact energy. You know what he's saying without saying it? Being royal doesn't mean being eternally soft. He's drawing the line. And Harry, he's on the outside. From prince to podcast dropout. From palace to, well, 16-bathroom Montecito mansion with a whole lot of emptiness. The king made it crystal clear. William is his legacy. Harry? Not part of the plan, not anymore. And if you think Charles did this quietly, let me stop you right there. This wasn't a text left unread. This was cameras rolling, dignitaries watching, flashbulbs going off, global press eating it up. Charles didn't just ignore Harry. He served him a royal eviction from the family narrative on a silver tray. Now picture Harry, sitting in California, probably barefoot in linen, sipping some organic juice in that echoey mansion, realizing he just got publicly disowned. His own father erased him. Not in a family group chat, in front of the world. And don't think this was sudden. Insiders say this has been building for ages. This wasn't just Charles losing his patience over Meghan's avocado toast and Netflix deals. This was a slow, calculated freeze-out. The palace is locked tight now. Every speech, every appearance, precision. Charles is playing the long game and the goal is clear. William is the future. Not Harry, never Harry. But while Charles is out here playing royal chess, what are Harry and Meghan doing? Oh, honey, struggling to keep the lights on in their California kingdom. Rumor has it, they're laying off staff, publicists, assistants, even internal comms people. Not because they want to downsize, because they have to. Yup, the bills are stacking up, the income drying like old scones. Remember that splashy Netflix deal we all thought was worth $100 million? Yeah, try closer to $20 million. And that's before agents, taxes, and production costs. And even worse, Netflix isn't really into them anymore. Their latest deal? It's a maybe. And in Hollywood, a maybe is just a polite way to say pass. Meanwhile, Meghan's supposed brand, American Riviera Orchard, is basically just a Pinterest board with a logo. No products, no revenue, just filtered peaches and aspirational quotes. Her podcast? 1 season. Crickets. And don't hold your breath for Harry's follow-up to Spare. There's nothing new left to spill. He already told the world about his frozen Todger. What's left? Let's talk about that mansion for a sec. $10 million mortgage, $2 million per year in private security, staff, lawyers, PR, financial black hole. And the staff turnover? Baby, insiders say Meghan and Harry go through employees like we go through oat milk. Over 24 employees since 2020. That's not a thriving empire, that's panic. And here's the tragic twist. Harry doesn't even have a real job. He's not at a desk, he's not running a company. He's not exactly booking shifts at Pret-a-Manger, is he? He's got no steady income. Just passion projects, that sad Spotify deal, and a lot of old headlines. His charity? Quiet. That eco-friendly travel org he started? Practically vanished. The fairy tale? It's unraveling. The royal glow has faded. And Charles? He's not coming to the rescue. He's stepping away, watching from afar as Harry's American dream turns into a headline graveyard. This isn't just a father cutting off a son. This is the monarchy cutting ties with an exiled prince. And the silence from Buckingham Palace? It isn't emotional, it's strategic. Charles is making sure the public, the press, the world sees only one clear heir, William, the one who stayed, the one who didn't air the royal laundry on Oprah. And let me tell you, the Windsor Castle speech sealed it. Charles didn't just talk about William, he anointed him. He linked him to royal legacy, from Norman Duke to modern-day Prince of Wales. William isn't just the next king, he's the new symbol, continuity, strength, tradition. And Harry, the boy who once walked behind Diana's coffin, the brave vet, the ex-soldier, didn't even get a footnote. So where were we? Ah, yes, King Charles just iced out his own son in front of the world, and Harry's sitting in his Montecito mansion feeling the full royal burn. And trust me, this wasn't some one-time snub, this was surgical. Charles didn't just forget to mention Harry at Windsor Castle. He made sure the world knew Harry was no longer part of the plan. Let's zoom out for a sec, because while King Charles is busy locking down the royal brand, Harry and Meghan's California dream, it's unraveling fast. Their empire, built on breaking away from the crown, is starting to look more like a cautionary tale than a success story. Remember that $100 million Netflix deal? Try $20 million before taxes and overhead. And now, Netflix isn't chasing them. Their new deal? Hollywood speak for don't call us, we'll call you. Meghan's big brand, American Riviera Orchard, it's all soft-focused jam jars and zero actual products. No launch, no sales, just vibes. And her podcast? Cancelled. Spotify dropped them after one forgettable season. As for Harry's next book, what's left to say? Sad again, Malibu edition? Here's the truth. The public's over it. Sympathy's dried up. Even Page 6, the tabloid queen of celebrity fluff, is dragging them now, talking layoffs, financial strain, and a crumbling brand. Behind the glossy posts, it's not a media empire, it's a startup in a tailspin. And let's talk about that Montecito mansion, because honey, it's a money pit dressed as a dream. A $10 million mortgage? $2 million a year in security? Lawyers, stylists, PR people? You name it. But when the cash flow dries up and the bills don't, that's not luxury, that's panic with a pool view. Insiders are whispering that Harry and Meghan have burned through more staff than most folks do almond milk. Over 24 employees since 2020? That's not ambition. That's chaos wrapped in designer throw pillows. And here's the real heartbreak. Harry doesn't have a job, no royal duties, no business, just a fading title and a legacy getting edited out. His charity? Quiet. His eco project? Gone with the wind. This isn't a powerful couple redefining royalty, it's two people clinging to a spotlight that's already moved on. And Charles? He's done. He's not being petty, he's being strategic. Every silent moment from Buckingham Palace is calculated. He's protecting the crown, securing William's future, and making it painfully clear, Harry's chapter is closed. That Windsor banquet wasn't just a dinner, it was a royal reset. Charles praised William like a king in waiting and acted like Harry never existed. No mention, no nod, nothing. Meghan may have ghosted her dad, but Charles just ghosted his son as a monarch. Brutal. Inside the palace, Meghan and Harry are out of sight and out of strategy. Not just forgotten, deleted. Even the awkward Macron-Brigitte hand dodge couldn't outshine the symbolism of Charles and Camilla still playing the royal game. Meanwhile, Harry gave it all up. For love, for freedom, for... what exactly? Now there's no memoir coming, no Netflix hype, no podcast, just a silent mansion, fading headlines, and the cold truth. Charles isn't just ignoring Harry, he's replacing him. And just like that, from royal darling to Hollywood outsider, Harry's not a player anymore. He's a footnote in a crown-wrapped saga. Royal rejection served ice cold.